So I'm like 40 pages into The Lightning Thief, and I'm really enjoying it. It's pretty fast paced. There's a lot of like kind of little mysteries that are already being thrown out there that I'm sure will get answered as the story continues. I've already kind of chuckled a couple times, so I mean, it's really delightful so far, which is generally the case for me with middle grade fantasy. I find it like delightful, but I have been trying to find other series that I enjoy as thoroughly as I do the Nevermore series. I just think that one's just so great. Everything about it, from the characters to the writing to the magic system, the world, everything is so like all encompassing, but also whimsical and also charming and beautiful. So I'm kind of looking for more of that to read while I wait for the rest of the books in that series to be published. So yeah, I think I'm gonna like Rick Riordan's writing and the world that he creates. So yeah, I will let you all know when I get further along in it. So I actually know nothing about Greek mythology. I took an English class in high school where our first assignment was to read Edith Hamilton's Greek mythology. I don't remember anything about it. I was not interested. I've never been interested really in Greek mythology or Roman mythology of any kind, really. But I'm actually really interested in this, and I've already looked up a couple of people who I'm sure other readers may have known, but I did not. So yeah, it's interesting. I think I'm going to learn a lot from this book rather than how I should have learned, which was through my assignment in high school. There have been 2 Hilary Duff references in this book, and that alone makes it worth it. What's that one? Percy's impulsivity. How many times does a weird stranger have to put you in danger for you to just question and be suspicious of everybody? And Annabeth is like, Percy! And Percy's like, psh, child. I can see why, really kids and adults, but I can see why this is such a popular series with kids still. It's incredibly fast-paced. There is so much action. I would say this is good if you enjoy more action than character development. I love the Nevermore series, as it's my favorite middle grade fantasy. I feel like there's a lot of character building there. There's a lot of atmosphere. This one has a lot of action. So depending on the type of reader that you are, you know, that this may or may not appeal to you. But I'm having a really good time with it. I'm having a lot of fun, and I'm learning a lot about Greek mythology because I ain't no shit. I appreciate the little messages that Rick Riordan kind of puts in the story about like water, like pollution and the treatment of animals and stuff like that. It's kind of cool. It's like using something that kids are enjoying to also teach them something important. Hello. It is almost 10 o'clock on the 26th, and I finished the Lightning Thief, and it was really fun. I'm glad that I read it. I probably will continue on with the series. I am curious to see what happens. I know that booktube, this is like a booktube darling. So yeah, I mean, I get it. It's fun, it's fast paced, it's entertaining. The characters, you know, you warm up to them and you start to care about them. So yeah, it was like a 4-star middle grade for me. I'm going to be done for the night, but tomorrow I'm going to start Ava Evergreen Semi-Magical Witch by Julie Abe. The second one of this series just recently came out. I think this year or something. Not this year. This year, but this month, I think. So yeah, I will be getting to this one next. Look at what my library supervisor made me for my birthday. She made me a book cover. Look at how cute. Oh my gosh. It fits many book sizes. She's so crafty. I could never. But like, that's so cute. I wanted one for forever, but kind of like never like sort of thought about taking on the expense of it. But yeah, she got it for me. I'm so excited. So I am going to let you know what I think about Ava Evergreen once I start it, probably tomorrow. Has a new sticker because it's new to the collection at my library, but this one actually came out. Let's see, it came out 2020, so it's been about a year. So this author's last name is pronounced Abe, which I learned now because of the audiobook, and it would appear that I hadn't looked at her picture, but she has family in Japan. It doesn't really say that she's from Japan, but she's lived in California and has gone back and forth between California and Japan basically her whole life. And I'm loving this book so much. It is written so like beautifully, and there's so much charm and like enchantment to it. I really love it. I love the main character Ava already. She is the daughter of a grandmaster witch, which is like the highest like level of witch that you can be, or witch or wizard that you can be. And so she obviously has a lot riding on her shoulders and her sort of legacy that she has to step into, being the daughter of who she is. But she has apparently very little magic. She only has a little pinch of magic in her blood, and so creating spells and doing magic are very difficult for her, and she gets easily overwhelmed by them and kind of falls asleep when it takes too much out of her to do magic. So we're just getting to see her try to succeed at her quest, her novice quest, which will give her which will basically kind of give her the ability to prove that she is a witch worthy of keeping her blood, her magic, and go on to continue her education and possibly go on to other levels of witchcraft. And yeah, I mean, she's just so sweet and so charming, and I immediately started to care for her and the characters. There is definitely this like I just see everything done in like watercolor. I don't know why. It's just, it feels very like beautiful, and that sort of art style for if it were to be a movie or something, like maybe even before I read about the background of the of the author. That's kind of what I got. That's sort of like Japanese animation type. That's what I pictured as I was reading it, so it kind of is fitting. But yeah, I'm loving it. I'm almost 50 pages in, and if it keeps going like this might be like a 5-star read, like another 5-star middle grade for me, because it's beautiful. It's so beautiful, and just I really am enjoying it. Hello everybody. I realized that I finished my 2 books and I didn't finish wrapping them up. I really enjoyed Ava Evergreen. I gave it a 5-star. I think it might be a new cute favorite fantasy, middle grade fantasy for me. I loved the pacing, I loved the characters, I loved how we got to know the characters, how you see Ava grow as a witch and as a character. She gains agency, and it's just really, it was just really nice, really enjoyable. I chuckled a few times. I mean, it was just very sweet, very charming, very endearing. It ended on a cliffhanger, so I have to pick up the second book, which has already come out, and see what happens next. I love the friendships and sort of that theme of friendship and community and coming together. I highly recommend it. If you haven't read it yet, I recommend that you pick it up. I really loved it. Thank you for watching, and I love you all.